Jonathan, thanks. Now, as we mentioned, this is the third day in a row for an ozone alert in Tulsa. These alerts are issued by the Department of Environmental Quality. Meteorologist Travis Meyer, he explains what this means for our air quality. 3 days in a row. We've been talking a lot about this. What does it mean?
Well, it means that we're going into day 4 as well, which is a long period of time. And I just kind of mentioned at the top of our newscast is that this is unusual for this time of year because usually we have a lot of breezes blowing through and mixing the air and atmosphere
just sitting there.
It's just sitting here. So we're just kind of in a stuck pattern. And anytime you're stuck, somebody gets a lot of something and somebody gets a lot of something else. And so that's what it means to us. And just like our professor was mentioning that she said, you know, it's just not a good combination. These are the areas that I mentioned this yesterday as well, I think. This is up into northwestern Canada, so British Columbia. And then you're seeing all these are fires that are just exploding in. And then all that smoke is just diving across southern Canada. And eventually it's getting pulled down to the south. And we're going to have to deal with this again tomorrow and probably next week because it's a couple of issues going on. First of all is the storm center. And this is the United States. You see Tulsa down here. And so there's this stuck low pressure system just right here, but it's pulling the fires that are across eastern Canada, smoke back down to the south. And then we have the fires out to the west. And now we're going to see some flow coming out of the north that's going to continue to push in some smoke across our area. So we already have the ozone. We're just adding to it. So again, anything with anybody related with any health issues related to breathing. That's what we're just trying to concentrate on, as we've said for the last few days. And so we're kind of targeting the Tulsa area to give you a quick update on what's going on. New numbers have just come in. Now we're up to 158 on the east side of Tulsa, and that's around the Catoosa area. We're in the unhealthy zone. It's unhealthy for some if you have asthma around 100, so that's in the entire metro area. We've had a light south-southwest wind, so that's really taking some of the pollutants a little bit further to the east and northeast. That's why it's a little bit more concentrated there. As far as on the field forecast, this is what it looks like for your Friday. It's going to be hot in the afternoon, and winds once again not very much, and fields are going to be pretty dry at this point. The only hazards we have are isolated afternoon storms and then breathing, especially if you have kids that have asthma, for ozone. So that's one of the biggest problems there.